I'm trying to understand, and I don't think you've really answered why Ontario is not doing this. Like, what's holding Ontario back from instituting a passport system? Is it like what's the concern over doing this, aside from kind of just issuing your call to arms and saying we don't need it, we have a high rate. With the majority of people now having received their first dose, why wouldn't Ontario do this?
So I think it's a government decision not to have mandatory immunization policies, and I think they'll review policies over time. And I don't think any door has been formally closed, but we are achieving the goals we wanted to achieve through our local public health agencies, partnering with pharmacies, primary care, and have a very robust world-class strategy. And as such, I don't think it's absolutely necessary right now. I do think we're going to see an acceleration in doses as we head into September. And I know people have concerns that it has quietened, but I'm very confident as we head to September, we'll have more and more people coming forward as they realize the risk is going to rise in September as we head indoors. And all of that will occur without a mandate, without a passport.
Follow-up?
Okay, thanks. And I was hoping you could expand on this, on a fourth wave. We're hearing about the possibility of a fourth wave or cases rising. Obviously, it's different now with vaccines in the picture. So can you just describe, what does a fourth wave look to you? And you sort of you cataloged this in your op-ed this week about maybe the focus not being so much on cases but hospitalizations and ICUs. So what does it look like to you? What are your concerns? Does it involve younger people? Is that what we're watching? What are you watching for as we view what a fourth wave might be?
Oh, thank you for that question. So we're now having a slow and steady rise in cases, absolutely expected for a virus that prefers low humidity and colder temperatures, and it will come back. And as we head indoors and the temperatures go down and we're closer faces, closed ventilation systems, the virus will tend to want to take off. Given the vast majority of our elderly individuals are protected, we anticipate that the admissions to hospital and the burden of illness that will require hospitalization will be in younger age groups. We saw that in wave 3, where it was a progressive increase in people under 60 that were actually requiring to come into hospital to get extra oxygen and or to be ventilated. And that is the age group where we anticipate the fourth rise in cases, the fourth wave will affect. I'm calling on them day in, day out to come forward and get vaccinated, because every single admission to hospital is preventable. Every intubation and mechanical ventilation, to me, is preventable going forward if we can achieve a high rate of immunization. It would be a tragedy to me to have, I've heard the stories of people about to get intubated saying, I should have been vaccinated. We've heard that so many times in the news in the United States, and people begging to be immunized when it's too late. Now is the time to get immunized before we start seeing that rise in cases and that next rise or surge. It'll be difficult to say when the absolute takeoff will be of cases. I see a slow and steady rise heading into September and October as we move and socialize. And I do think that we'll again be able to suppress influenza activity if we all continue to adhere to masking in Ontario. It really helped us last year not to have any significant increase in cases in influenza, and having a robust immunization strategy that we're going to have available to all Ontarians in October, November. That combination of masking, COVID immunization, influenza immunization could give our health system a chance to recover and get back to the great work that they do day in and day out. And if we really work well together in Ontario, we can blunt this.